Going on, guys? It's Haley again back with another video. It's bright and early here. I didn't sleep that good last night, but today I'm working on my 77 Chrysler. I'm going to replace the valve covers gaskets and then a couple of the ignition wires. So I'll show you what I do with that. First things first, I got to go ahead and get all of this pulled off so I get down to the valve cover gaskets. It's going to take a little bit, and I'm not going to bore you with me pulling all that apart, but I'm going to take all this down and then get it down to just the top end of this. So I've got the air filter housing taken off. I just disconnected that lean burn system that's on this. I'm gonna finish getting all these breather hoses and everything taken off here. I'm just gonna grab some pictures so I know how it looks. And then I should be able to get down to the ignition wires here. I gotta replace all these orange ones. They're the original ones. I already replaced a few of them, but I'm gonna finish swapping out all of those and then get these valve cover gaskets pulled off because they are leaking pretty hardcore. It's been sitting for many years. I went ahead and I pulled all of these ignition coils out that were kind of in the way on this side and rerouted the new ones down. I left this one off, the one that reaches all the way around. It'll fit in these little grooves right here. I left that one off. I'll put that one on last when I get everything put back together, but that's just that far right one over here. But now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get all these broken off. As you can see how bad it's leaking. It's just been sitting for years, and I'm gonna get it up and moving it on the road again. So now I gotta get all these pulled off, and then we'll get this pulled off on this side, and then we'll jump over to that side, do the same thing. This is all I'm doing to get these removed. It is, what is that, a 7/16 inch socket. I'm just getting on there, and then just gently loosening it, not putting too much pressure on it. It's easier for me to do it this way than to get a hand wrench. When I pulled off those last two that wouldn't come out, whoever put these on before decided it was a good idea to use this kind of screw, a metal screw. Thankfully, it didn't destroy that thread down there. I tested that thread with one of the original bolts and it still holds. And then they used this other one that's significantly longer than the other ones, and as you can see on there, it stripped out all of that threading too. It just flattened that when it came out. So I need to go get a few more of the original factory bolts that'll hold that back on, and then I'll start cleaning all of that up around there, get the old gasket cleaned off, the valve covers, and then I'll get the new gasket seated and then start putting this back together. So I just got this pulled off, and you can kind of see where it was sealed down tight before for whoever did the work on this before. And then over here it starts to get loose. There's no impressions in it. And then somewhere down here it failed because this is the side that was leaking as bad as it was. And this looks like it had a pretty good impression right here in the center, like decently spread, but somewhere along this line it wasn't tight enough. Like these bottom screws were actually super loose when I pulled them out. These top ones actually felt like they were torqued down a little bit. So I'm just gonna have to pay attention to that when I put this back on. I'm at the point now where I need to start cleaning this old gasket off of here. So I got some brake clean and some degreaser and some other stuff that I'm gonna use, but ultimately I need to break this off and start peeling that off and then cleaning this surface. And once I get this surface clean, I'll do the same thing on the heads over there and just get that all cleaned up so that the block is clean and everything else is good to go. You can see right here how bad this was. Like it's breaking apart through there. Would have been in my engine if I would have left it on there much longer. I saved you guys from having to watch me clean these, but I got both of these cleaned about as good as I'm gonna get them. And now I'm gonna go ahead and get some little bit of alcohol rubbed up on these just to get it super dry and clean, and then we'll get the new gaskets put on. Now that I've got the valve covers themselves cleaned, I'm coming around and I'm wiping down the outside edge of these here as well. Just so I'm gonna wipe them down with an alcohol wipe. Scraped off some of the gunk that was on these, and then I'm going to kind of clean this up as best I can on both sides, this side and that side, and then I'll start getting the gasket sealant put on the valve covers themselves over there. Here I got the new gaskets that are going to go on this. It's for all the Chryslers back in this year, the 72, 70, 66, 60. Mine's the 66 400. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to take this Permatex high-tack gasket sealant. I'm gonna put a very thin layer around the outside top of this, and then I'm gonna get this gasket set on it, let it stick a little bit. That way it's easier to set down in here without having studs on this to get it onto that and then get a good seal without the gasket moving around. that's what I'm gonna do next. Just wanted to show you quick what this Permatex looks like when you get it on here. So you just apply a thin, even layer all the way around this. I'm gonna smooth that out just a smidge right there. But this stuff is extremely sticky, and it's gonna hold this gasket in place here when I get it set down on this. I have the gasket set in on here now, and one tip here is use these little tabs that stick out. There's little brackets on the outer edge out here that you can slide those into that'll also hold it into place. So right now I've got this push down finger tied on all of these. These are all buttoned in on each of their tabs, or each tab is buttoned in on its slot. And now I'm gonna let this sit here for a second and kind of cure together while I work on the other valve. That way, when I'm putting this one on, the other one's curing, and then they'll both be good to go when I go put them on. I've got this one set on, and you can see those tabs sticking out on the bottom all the way around the outside. That tells me that the gasket's setting in place the way it's supposed to. I felt around, there's nothing sticking out on either side that would bother me or worry me. At the moment, I've got all these just finger tightened, so I snugged them down just enough to where I felt some resistance. I'm gonna leave it like that, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the other side on. All right, we're at the point where I've got both of these on. And now I've got them all kind of to the point where there's resistance. And now that there's resistance, I'm gonna go ahead and do these about a quarter to a half turn more. And the only reason we're going that little bit is because we don't wanna bend these down there. You don't wanna bend that and suck it in too far, otherwise it's gonna have uneven pressure along this. So, and you wanna do this kind of in a crisscross pattern too. So I started over here, went down here, went up here, I'm gonna come down here and do this one now. Again, we're just gonna do like a simple quarter of a turn, like that. We'll jump to this back one, then we'll do this one, and then we'll leave it at that. We'll do that on both sides. At this point, I've got everything put back together. I'm gonna let those off covers sit on there for a little bit before I go ahead and start this up. So I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna head to work, and then I'm gonna come back after work and start this up tonight and see how it runs. I've driven the car about 50 miles since I got these put back on, and I have no leaks at this point. So everything you can see still clean and tidy. No leaks anywhere around. What I did was when you put these in the first time and the block heats up, it tends to loosen those a little bit. So I went ahead and I just gave each one of them about a quarter of a turn more. They were definitely loose a little bit again, but I just snugged them back down. So I did that. And then while I was in here, I was having issues with my heater thermostat not working. The dial inside wouldn't move back and forth, and it was because this guy was all corroded up. So I got some lubricating grease and a wire brush and just kind of clean this up, and now it works just fine. So just another side tip if you're having that issue. But I'll show you this side too. No leaks on here anywhere. It's all clean, well taken care of, and getting new tires put on her today. Thanks for hanging out and watching another video with me today. I appreciate you taking time to do that. I got this old car up and running again. No more leaks, which is awesome. Gonna put new tires on it today, and then I think the next thing I gotta fix is the windshield wipers. But appreciate you. Have an awesome day.